Hello and welcome. Welcome to my stream today. How are all of you doing? Please source thing. Oh, okay, it's fixed now. Hello and welcome. So yes, let's continue with the Snatcher. Today I'm going to try. Today is not going to be a very long stream, because yesterday I was drained completely. Okay. Let's continue with this thing. Continue Snatcher. 8 hours. Wow, I have been playing this for 8 hours. That's very long. Let's see. D-pad. Nope. Okay, everything's fine. Maybe I should change some buttons around. Let's see. Select shoot A, the draw blaster C, and B is cancelled. I think it will be a good arrangement. Because yesterday I had so much trouble using the gun with the B button, because apparently the B button is dead. So okay, let's get right into it. Let's get right into it. But first, this is the beginning of Act 3.
With the start of this year's Kyoto Summit just 3 hours away, the delegates from the participating countries are beginning to arrive at the conference center. A major poll of domestic and international opinion, carried out just last week, shows that the vast majority of respondents favor a complete quarantine of Neo Kobe as a means to combat the risk of the Snatcher menace.
That sounds reasonable.
Now that the Chief's death has been confirmed, it won't be long before they strip us of our Junker authorization.
They will be deciding how to handle Neo Kobe at the summit in just 3 hours.
There are rumors that they're going to use nukes on the city to make sure the Snatchers are wiped out.
That's ridiculous. Come on, this is the 21st century.
That may not be as improbable as it seems. The world's leaders are extremely concerned about the Snatcher problem.
The Chief was going to calm this hysteria in his speech at the summit, but that'll never happen now.
3 months ago, government pressure on Junker operations increased dramatically. Gillian's transfer here was really our last chance.
Our own chief was snatched. It's not too surprising they don't want to trust us anymore.
I've heard that the Army and FBI are going to take over operations now.
That's correct. That too will be officially decided in 3 hours' time.
3 hours, eh? Is there any way we can find their hideout in that time?
If we don't, we and everybody else in this city are finished.
As far as they're concerned, we're just like a cancerous tumor that has to be cut out.
We have to hit the Snatchers' headquarters before then.
Gillian, can you do it?
If we only knew where it was, I should be able to manage something.
Hitting their outposts like Queen's Hospital won't do any good. We have to find their main nerve center.
What about that Snatcher who was impersonating the chief?
Just like the others, it was completely blanked. It's a form of self-destruct mechanism that they use.
Wait a minute. Metal, what about tracing that video phone call from Jamie?
It was no good. The call didn't last long enough. Still, it definitely did come from within the city.
Damn. Where are they hiding?
Gillian, can't you remember anything at all? Didn't Jamie say something that implied you were somehow connected to the Snatchers?
Nothing. I can't remember a damn thing.
Me neither.
Metal, I want you to tell me everything you know about me. Why was I sent to Junker headquarters? Where did I come from?
Gillian...
Metal, the chief's dead. Tell me everything you know about me.
Well, you see...
Metal!
All right. With the chief gone, you are the highest-ranking officer here.
You knew all along?
Of course.
Where were we rescued from?
3 years ago, you and Jamie were taken into protective custody in the Siberian Neutral Zone by the 17th Siberian Investigative Force. More precisely, you were discovered in cryogenic sleep pods in an underground bunker near Moscow.
Cryogenic sleep pods? You mean they were frozen?
This is a photograph of the bunker. There is no record of when you were placed there. In addition, the third pod was empty at the time you were discovered.
There were 3 pods?
You were revived and taken into custody by the army. Apparently, as a result of the extended sleep, both of you suffered from complete amnesia. However, another theory suggests your memories may have been intentionally erased. This is the only piece of evidence found at the site.
What?
That's Harry's picture, from when he was a kid.
That's correct. Harry is Gillian and Jamie's son. It's
What
been
the
confirmed
hell?
by DNA tests.
Harry? Harry was my son?
Ah,
Using
what?
the information gained from the photo, it was established that you are Gillian Seed and your wife, Jamie Lorraine. Both of you are American citizens, born in the late 1960s.
The 1960s?
In addition, both of you vanished without a trace in 1989. There is no other information available about you after that.
1989?
Yes, you come from a world that's been gone for 50 years.
Oh crap.
What does that have to do with the Snatchers?
When the 17th Special Investigative Force was bringing the two of you out, there was an accident. Though the two of you were all right, most of the 17th was killed. One of them was a Snatcher. Of course, before their departure, they all underwent thorough examinations. So, if one of them was snatched...
It had to be somewhere in Siberia, right?
That's correct. And in order to attempt to determine the origin of the Snatcher, as well as your true identities, you were assigned to Junker headquarters. The hope was that exposure to the Snatchers would help you regain your memories.
Moscow? 50 years ago?
Almost everyone who was in Moscow at the time was killed in the catastrophe.
So Gillian and Jamie are the only living witnesses?
Harry. Harry was my son. Did he know?
No, it was highly classified information. He was never told.
I was never able to do anything for him.
What the
Wait a minute,
hell?
Gillian. Didn't Jamie say something about taking a boy hostage?
That's right. They must know about Harry and are using him to threaten her.
We have to find their headquarters quickly.
We've only got 3 hours.
Gillian, let's think this all through again. We may get some kind of a hint out of it.
A hint.
You're right. There may be some clue in the way they're operating.
All right, let's go over what we know about them.
Okay, first of all, what's the Snatcher's weak point? It's ultraviolet rays. Yes, their weak point is their defective artificial skin. Long-term exposure to ultraviolet rays causes mutations in the melanocytes in the stratum basale of their skin, which become cancerous. Okay, anyway, that's specifically long ultraviolet rays in the 250 to 350 nanometer range is responsible for causing the cancer. That's the reason that they are so limited as to when they can be out. They only come out at night in the middle of the winter and wear sunscreen even then. That's the method that John used to figure out what the Snatchers were up to. How ironic. It turns out that the destruction of the ozone layer actually had a benefit for us humans. Yep. that's right. Now, what method were they using to move and be able to avoid ultraviolet rays and sunlight at the same time? Underpass. Yes, that's right. They were using the abandoned tunnels of the old tube liner system to get from place to place. That's how they were able to move around without being noticed. Nielsen's apartment, the old factory, Queen's Hospital, all of their hideouts were connected by the tube liner. So maybe there is a tunnel under their main base as well? There's a good chance of that. Next, what phenomenon was always observed at any location where snatchers appeared, including the underground tunnels? The sneeze. That's right. And what was the cause of the sneezing? Snow 9. You are correct. The sneezing that was caused by the presence of the allergen Snow 9. Snow 9 is an artificial form of pollen developed by the military, and its presence is limited to certain regions. They were using it to interfere with radio transmissions and keep people away. They probably were producing it intentionally themselves. The only regions of the city with Snow 9 is still present are areas around the Ina River. It has been cleared out of other areas because of the danger it presents. So, that means that their base must be somewhere near the Ina River, right? That is a fair conclusion. They are probably somewhere near the Ina River, protected by the Snow 9, Snow White again, Snow 9. Accessible to the tube liner and near the Ina River. And we must not forget that the 3 photographs that we found the snatchers with, all of them were related to the Soviet Union before the catastrophe. The map on the wall of Nielsen's apartment, the picture of the temple in the director's office at Queen's Hospital, the photo of the red square hidden in the chief's office. Why do the snatchers keep pictures and memorabilia like this? Maybe they're homesick? Maybe that's where they come from. Homesick? Get serious, Mika. They are robots, you know. Let's analyze this a little closer. What city is related to all 3 of these pictures? Moscow. That's correct. It's Moscow. Moscow must be where they come from. That must be the basis of their programming, of course. You might be right. Just as people have a hometown that's dear to them, their creators may have put a hometown into their programming. They use very advanced artificial intelligence systems, so they may have needed something like that to maintain their emotional balance. Yeah, they were born out of nothing, but they needed to give them some kind of image as an emotional base. So Moscow is their creator and their home, and the place that they found Jamie and I.
In other words, this homing instinct thing of theirs has led them to set up their headquarters in some place that reminds them of home, or their creator.
What part of this city is like Moscow?
Moscow's really cold, right? They get a lot of snow, don't they?
Snow?
No snow has been recorded in Neo-Kobe in several years.
Well, then that's not it.
Wait, what about that pollen? That crystal bioengineered stuff, Snow 9?
Now that you mention it, wasn't it snowing on Jamie's video phone call?
That's right. Their hideout has to be somewhere close to the Ina River.
Yep.
The Ina River flows for miles around here, Gillian. We could never search it all in time.
Gillian, let's look at a map of the areas investigated so far. This is an enlarged view of the southwest portion of the city around the Ina River. This blue area is that in which Snow 9 is present. Now I'll superimpose a chart of the abandoned tube liner tunnels. From this, we can establish those areas with Snow 9, which are accessible by subway tunnel.
Damn. Nice try, but it's still too large. We could never cover it in 3 hours.
Don't give up so fast, Gillian. What about that image of home thing we were talking about? Maybe there's some kind of geographic similarity. Maybe the same view can be seen or something.
I'll display a map of Moscow alongside.
What?
What's this?
Look, the rivers are exactly the same shape.
Why?
This is the Moscow River over here.
It looks like we're on a...
So take me with you then.
You head to the summit to warn the delegates. They haven't given up, you know.
The summit's in Kyoto. I'm not going
to be
the only one to run.
You've got to convince them not to use nukes on Neo Kobe.
We found their hideout. There's no need now to sink the whole island.
Yes, but...
It's a tough job. Can you do it?
Okay, Gillian. I'll do what I can.
I'm back.
Thanks. Thank you, Mika.
Don't say it, okay?
Let's go, Gillian.
Gillian?
Yes? What's wrong?
How about dinner sometime?
Dinner?
Yeah, you know, dinner.
Mika.
Not interested. I thought it would be nice, you know, to kick back, relax. It's Christmas after all.
Christmas, huh? I'll be back by then.
Gillian, we have to hurry.
That's a promise, right? I heard you.
Yeah, okay. But I gotta go to church first.
I'll see you soon then.
Okay, Metal, let's go.
Okay. Just to recap what just happened before the stream just cut off for some reason. There is a point in the map that matches, well, the city of Moscow back then. It looks exactly like Neo Kobe. So Metal Gear interpolated all the places, and it found that the place where the Kremlin was located in Moscow, it corresponds with a church in Neo Kobe. So that's the whole thing. And now they are going there, and Jillian made a promise with Mika. That was the whole thing that happened. Sorry for the downtime. Maybe my router flat out reset it for some reason. I don't know. So anyway, I am going to that church. This is the last turbo cycle. Okay. This spare turbo cycle has not been painted, but that does not affect its locomotive functions. It appears quite safe. It has not been tampered with. Huh. I don't believe you. Parking lot has become rather lonely. I do not read any motion. You and I are the only ones here. Okay, let's enter the turbo cycle.
Input the map data on the Kremlin's locations. Lift off.
Let's go to the church.
Flight configuration. Now gaining altitude.
Jamie, please be safe.
Yeah.
Gillian, please keep in mind that we're working with a strict time limit.
Time limit.
50-year debt in 3 hours.
50 years and 3 hours, of course.
Snow!
Snow 9, to be specific. We've entered the Snow 9 region. Please put on your breathing filter. Direct inhalation is dangerous.
All right.
Radio transmissions will also be impossible from this point on. Understood?
So Snow 9 is chaff?
Conversion to hover configuration complete. Gillian, we've arrived.
Okay, let's get right into it. Ha! The church. Now I know what they call it their Kremlin, because it looks exactly like the Kremlin. Okay, let's save first. Yes, save. Let's continue play. It's a very old church. It bears quite a resemblance to St. Basil's Cathedral. No doubt they thought the same thing. Okay. The building may be patterned after a traditional Russian church. It's quite old. It appears to be snow, but it is actually Snow 9. Try to avoid inhaling any of it directly. It's pollen and therefore much finer than snow. Okay, area. It's surrounded by a large grove of tall cedar trees. This is likely to keep just about anybody away. Given the season, a few Christmas lights will really liven up the scene. Yeah, they are going to put friggin' Christmas lights. The surroundings conceal the church from all but aerial surveillance. Ugh. Okay, investigate. Building. The building is about 50 years old but appears very well maintained. So where's the entrance? On the front side of the building. Acid rain has seriously damaged many of the building's sculptures. This is definitely Snow 9. A sensor scan reveals that a tube liner tunnel passes directly underneath this area. That's... Well, that's no surprise. Looks like we got the right place. I am not reading anything at all. Okay. The only sound is that of the wind. Let's go inside.
Alright, now opening the door.
What's wrong? Won't open?
I've scanned it, and it's not locked. It is probably rusted into place.
Not surprising. After all, our friends always go in and out through the basement.
Let's push it together.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
Got it?
What's this? It will appear to be some kind of a chapel for the Snatchers. Are you telling me those things pray? To whom? No doubt to their creator. That portrait on the wall is probably a representation of him. Oh, okay, this is very interesting. Let's check out the portrait. This person is no doubt the one the Snatchers worship as their creator. This guy, isn't that random? One moment, I'll compare the picture with my data on random. While the facial bone structure of the individual in the portrait is nearly identical to that of random, positive identification is impossible, as the picture is not a photograph. That just looks too much like him to be a coincidence. Now that you mention it, the person in the portrait does look like Random Agile. These are the chairs for worshippers in the chapel, no doubt. There is no covering of dust. They appear to be used regularly. Everything is nice and orderly. It's as if the pre-collapse Soviet Union has been recreated here. The decorations do not appear to be those of a church. Oh really? That cross? All those crosses? They do not appear to be those of a church, really? Something is written on the painting. Oh, come on, really? Something is written on the painting. The creator, Modnar. Of course, Modnar is random in backwards. This game. Modnar. So, this is Professor Modnar. The one the Snatcher was talking about, huh? Ah, the one the Snatcher was talking about, huh? It appears to be a portrait of that person. Based on the condition of the paints and canvas, I will say that this portrait was painted over 50 years ago. There are a number of scratches on the surface. They were almost certainly caused by the Snatchers. A very heavy object appears to have been placed here. It is structurally damaged. It's all very organized, almost inhumanly so. Huh, there is another room farther back. I am not picking up any large movement signals. So, have they already left for the summit? Okay, let's continue back. Now moving into the back room. Uh-huh. Oh no. 10 millions of Snatchers. I'm not picking up any energy readings. They are all deactivated in some kind of suspension mode. So this is their warehouse, huh? There must be a few hundred of them here. They continue all the way back. Still, this doesn't look like a factory to me. These are empty structures which have yet to have the artificial skin installed. The bone sizing devices and skull slits are all still set to the smallest sizes. So their victims haven't been chosen yet. They are all just waiting their turn. They almost look as if they could spring to life any moment. If these many Snatchers were to all start moving at the same time, there is little we could do. Okay. There seem to be a number of containers stacked up in the back of the room. There is nothing of interest besides the containers. Well, and the Snatchers. Something is written on the floor. It appears to be Russian characters from about 50 years ago. Okay, let's look at the containers. What about the size of these containers? The volume of these containers will be perfect for shipping one of these Snatchers. This is no doubt how they got here. These end structures were all shipped here in these containers. None of these Snatchers appear damaged. They all need is their energy packs. The Gender units have yet to be installed, however. They are preserved in excellent condition. It appears that they undergo regular maintenance. I do not see any tools or equipment for maintaining anything in the area. This room will appear to be just a storage area. Unlike the chapel, there are some scraps and dust in the floor here. There is some kind of a label here. 23rd Siberian Investigative Force. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Siberian Investigative Force. It will appear that these snatchers were brought to Neo Kobe from the Siberian Neutral Zone. It appears that the investigative forces have been responsible for shipping the snatchers. In other words, the investigative forces have been snatched, just like when they found us. I see. So, the Siberian investigative forces bring the snatchers out of Siberia and into storage here. I think you're right, Meryl. And then the snatchers just wait here in storage to be reactivated and adjusted after their victims are selected. A rather efficient system. I wonder where the actual snatching takes place. The back part of this room may hold the answer to that question. Okay. These containers were definitely brought out of Siberia. I can detect traces of contaminants unique to the region on the containers. Let's continue back. What? Hey, Viruse. Too many snatchers? Yeah, too many snatchers. Jesus Christ, what the hell? What is this? The snatchers kiltering room. Put the bomb there and run. Yeah, that will be a good idea. But Jillian came here without nothing. The mechanism is operating. Jillian, there are snatchers with their artificial skin already installed here. Oh crap. These units are nearly ready to perform a complete snatch.
This is where they fuse the artificial skin onto the Snatcher's endostructure. First, they adjust the size of the still skinless Snatcher to the size of the individual who is to be snatched. The Snatcher's overall shape and size can be adjusted by expansion or contraction of sizing rods. Their sex is controlled by gender units, which are installed at this point. Then, the face is modified to match the intended victim by adjusting the size of the upper and lower jaw, cheekbones, temporal bones, and tooth alignment.
Just like Gibson said, that means there are limits to the size of the people that they can snatch.
That's right. The limits of the mechanism mean that they can't snatch children, the elderly, or people who are very tall or heavy. And this is where the artificial muscles attach.
Is it organic?
No, it appears to be coated with a type of plastic gel capable of mechanical response. Like human muscles, it creates mechanical energy through chemical reactions. And this is where the artificial skin is attached. In order to prevent the synthetic cells, developed using biotechnological protein design techniques, from rejecting the inorganic material below, they attach it gradually over a number of days.
And this is the stuff that gets cancer if they stay out in the sun too long.
Finally, they attach body and scalp hair. The process involves transplant of synthetic hair follicles as well, so the hair will grow back if it's lost.
What about scars or birthmarks?
It would appear that they make those adjustments at this point in the process, as they would for wrinkles to simulate age.
Interesting. Very interesting. A computer terminal is installed on each preservation cylinder. Can I do something? Like kill them or anything? This Metal Gear knows too much. Yeah, it is pretty... yeah. There are tubes and wires running all over the place. Please watch your step. Maybe he's a snatcher, a mini snatcher. Dangerous. Okay, let's look at the terminal. These terminals must all be connected to a host computer, which monitors conditions inside each of the cylinders. The monitors are all displaying various data and charts. Yeah, a dog snatcher. Why not? The cylinders are used to culture the snatcher's artificial skin, and the structures are submerged within them. They are constructed with a special reinforced glass. Oh crap, it will require quite a bit of effort to break. It appears that weak ultraviolet rays are being projected from above. This is really advanced, way beyond anything we saw at Queen's Hospital. The whole area is protected as a clean room. There is a door at the far end of the room. This is very sophisticated equipment. I'm surprised at the advanced level of the facility they have constructed. I wonder where they are getting their funding from. They are probably supplying their financial backers with snatchers as well. It's locked, but I should be able to open it from this side. It's set so that it cannot be opened from the inside. The power is on. Look at this, Julian. The data of people to be snatched is all being neatly processed.
So this is where the whole thing begins. The endostructures arrive here from the Kremlin. Then they convert them into copies of their victims. And finally, they head out into the city using the old subway system.
With artificial skin maintenance being handled at Queen's Hospital.
But who's behind all this?
Gillian, look at this. There are some finished snatchers over here.
Get a load of this. The U.S. President, the Prime Ministers of Japan, and the U.K.
Oops.
Gillian, you're in here too.
Figures. They were looking to snatch every VIP at the summit.
And the last junker, you. It definitely looks like they plan on moving out beyond Neo-Kobe.
Oh
If
shit.
they were to snatch every major world leader, they'd practically be able to control the planet. Still, that's odd. With their fluid skin, pulling something off like that would really be difficult.
Chin said they had found the key to developing a perfect artificial skin. Maybe they've already produced it.
No idea. But the number of snatchers here makes it clear that they're up to something new.
Gillian, this is definitely their nest. We should destroy everything.
Not yet. Not until we found Jamie. Metal, how much time do we have left?
The summit should have begun by now. We don't have much time. And once our legal privileges are suspended, I won't be able to help. In fact, I'd be forced to restrain you.
I know. If the military wants to avoid nukes and goes for a surgical strike on this facility, what would they likely use?
Probably a phased particle beam from one of the attack satellites.
A phased particle beam, huh? That'll wipe this complex right off the map.
Everything, including the soil, will simply evaporate. The attack will leave just a large crater.
Metal, can you convince them to give me another hour? Even 30 minutes will help.
Understood. I'll try my best.
And I'll try to find and rescue Jamie in that time.
I can't transmit here due to interference from the Snow 9. I'll have to leave the area and then send the message.
All right, do it, Metal.
Gillian, don't forget. 30 minutes. You must get out before then.
I understand.
Gillian, I'm sorry I couldn't help you better.
Don't worry about it. I'll be able to move faster by myself anyway. 30 minutes should be plenty. Go, Metal.
Yes, sir. Don't forget. 30 minutes.
Huh?
30 minutes? Oh, this is gonna be tight. That room's the only place left to check. Let's take a look.
Huh. Wait. Jesus. Shoot! Fuck, shoot! Jesus Christ almighty, shoot! Ah! I'm dead. Ah, this sucks. Okay, now I'm going to do what I wanted to do. It's like this. Like this. Yes, it's like this. They are eating her. And then they're going to eat me. There we go. That was all I wanted to do. Oh my god! Okay. Shoot! God damn it, shoot! Shit! Ah, crap! Shoot! God damn it, why is not working the freaking... Ah! There you go. Oh my god! Yeah, there we go. Ah, this is hard. But the acting on that movie is so bad. It's like... They are eating her. They are eating her. And then they're going to eat me. And oh my god. There we go. Hey, that's it. This looks too difficult. Yeah, it's very difficult. The problem is I changed the buttons and button A is better right now. But still, I am missing shots. I am pressing the A button like hell and it doesn't work. Okay, let's try it again. Now that I can focus enough. Shit. Okay, that was a mistake. Fuck. What? Why? Okay, I'm going to waste a lot of bullets, but I don't care. Damn it. Oh boy. Okay, again. I'm going to become a loose trigger. I'm just going to press A like hell and move the cursor around. If only I had a way to use that light gun. There is no way. This is hard. No. Okay. My finger is getting tired. Okay, it's time to it's time to mash. Oh, fuck. Imagine this is Contra. I hope this is Contra. Get that spread rhythm. This is not a bad idea. Not a bad idea, honestly. Okay, let's try it. There's a lot of them now. I'm getting tired. We made it.
Ooh, I wasn't ready for that. They almost
We made
got
it.
me. All right, let's open the next door.
Oh, my fingers.
Doesn't look like there's anything here.
GG, yeah, we made it.
Whoa!
More? How did I recover health? Okay, that was easier.
Jeez, these guys are tough. Course,
Too many
I didn't
snatchers.
exactly expect them to welcome me with open arms. Okay, let's try this next door.
Basically, I could have killed every snatcher in the past room if I wanted. What? What?
Jamie, are you all right?
Gillian, you came for me.
Are you hurt?
No, they won't lay a finger on me. Not until the new artificial skin is completed anyway.
Artificial skin research? You?
Gillian, I've got my memory back. All of it.
What happened? Tell me, Jamie.
They said they'd kill him. They said they'd kill Harry. They forced me. I had to help them with the skin development. They said I had to help them because the professor was ill. Wasn't getting any better. Gillian, the engineer Harry, he's our son. He's been living on his own now for 50 years.
Yes, I know. I know already.
Jamie, I'm afraid that Harry's...
There was nothing I could do. They forced me. But I can't do it anymore.
Jamie!
The professor, he just died. He was over 100.
The professor? What? This old man?
Professor Random.
Don't you remember? It's Professor Modner. Professor
Modner.
Petrovich Modner.
What? This old man is Modner?
He's been confined here for 3 years now, just to develop the Snatcher's artificial skin. Terrible. Doing that to your own father.
Whose father? Jamie, I don't have any idea what you're talking about.
You really can't remember, can you?
Jamie, tell me. Tell me who I am. What were we doing at the Kremlin?
Are you sure you really want me to, Gillian?
Yep.
It's all so awful, but if you must know, I'll tell you. Try to remain
Yeah.
calm, okay?
Okay.
56 years ago, you and I were involved in a top-secret Soviet project. It was still during the time of the Cold War. The gulf between East and West was as wide as ever. Everybody was worried about nukes. At that point, the world's armies were at their largest ever. Leaders still believed that a strong military meant a strong nation. There were rumors that there would be an agreement to end the production of nuclear weapons.
Why are you talking?
On the other hand, the major powers like the US began to get involved in a space weapons race. But not the Soviets. The conservative despots in the Kremlin had another, completely different idea for gaining military superiority. A horrible plan, something no one else would think of. At that time, the countries of the communist bloc were facing an economic crisis. Popular movements pushing for democracy were springing up all over. Communism itself was facing extinction. Facing pressure from the reformers, the Kremlin began to panic. And that's when that horrible, childish plan was launched.
And that was the Snatcher Project. Replace your enemy's leaders with puppets of your own. Then you control their governments, their economies, take over a country from the inside out.
That's right, Gillian. And to develop these robots, they assembled some of the most brilliant scientific minds from around the world. Some of them were even brought in against their will. At the crux of that development effort was a group called the Frankenstein Project Team. You and I were members of that team, Gillian. It was a 4-person team led by the late Professor Modner here. The robotics expert was Professor Modner himself. His son, Elijah Modner, handled genetics and microbiology. For nanobiology and picobiology, myself. And for behavioral science and psychology, you, Gillian.
Really?
Early development was carried out at a lab in Novosibirsk, but was later
Elijah.
moved to a secret facility under the Kremlin. At the time, the Glasnost and Perestroika movements were gaining momentum, and they rightly feared for the existence of the program if it should become known. But some of the reformers did learn of the project, and they conspired with the US to block it. Gillian, you were a CIA special agent sent by the United States to infiltrate and sabotage the project.
I was CIA?
Yes, and the government knows that. That's why you were assigned to the Junker team.
What? Who am I?
Work on the project continued to go smoothly. But then, on June 6th, 1996, there was that accident. A mysterious explosion at the Chernobyl facility spread a bacterial weapon that was under development there into the atmosphere, destroying the country and the project. Gillian,
Bravo.
was it you? Did you set off that explosion?
What? You can't be serious. You think I caused the catastrophe?
Somehow, during the confusion, Professor Modner and our son Harry managed to get picked up by American agents. But we couldn't get out in time, you and I and Elijah. In a shelter below the Kremlin, we entered a cryogenic sleep. Our plan was to sleep there until the toxic effects of the bacteria were safely passed.
And then 48 years later, 3 years ago, we were discovered by the 17th Special Investigative Force.
Yes, but when they found us, Elijah's pod was already empty.
Elijah Modner? That
No.
guy whose picture was in the church? The one that looks like Random?
Oh, come on.
That's right, Elijah is alive.
How
Elijah
stupid.
is here and working on the Snatchers.
Why don't you let me finish your little story?
Wait.
Who's there?
It's been a while, hasn't it, Jamie? Ah, yes. And Gillian.
What the hell?
It's me, Jamie.
Elijah? Is that really you?
Random? No. Not quite.
So you remember me, do you? I am Elijah Modnar, the only son of Professor Petrovich Modnar. I'm afraid I've grown somewhat old and feeble since we last met, however.
Elijah, why
What?
are you doing this? Your father, Professor Modner, he passed away a few minutes ago.
What? My father is dead?
Elijah, what happened to you? The Elijah I knew could never do anything like this.
I've changed, Jamie. These 40 years have changed me.
I can't believe it. What happened to you?
What happened to me? Jamie, do I actually have to explain it to you? Jamie, it's you. Your beauty is the cause of all that has come to pass here. 57 years ago, I was obsessed. With my research, yes. And with you, Jamie. At the time, I was still young, having just graduated with my genetic engineering degree. My father's connections got me on the team, and there, I met you. You were working as my father's assistant. Your beauty, your smile, I was stricken. I saw something in you that I never felt with women of my own country. You warmed my cold, young heart, Jamie. You opened me up, and I couldn't stop my feelings.
Elijah.
Oh, I was so happy. The political situation was crumbling around us, but every day was a joy. I gained my father's trust, and with you there watching over me, I was able to work as hard as I ever have on the project.
Repelotudo.
However, my happiness did not last for long. Gillian, it was you. You showed up and all was ruined. You arrived and joined our project team. Far from home, Jamie found comfort in a man from the same land. Your relationship grew quickly, and all I could do was stand by and watch.
Okay.
Jamie and Gillian fell in love, were joined, and even had a child.
Harry.
Even then, my feelings for you only grew stronger. Worried about me, my father tried to have me removed from the project, but I persisted. Jamie, I always wanted to be near you.
Okay.
And then, the democratic movements that had consumed the rest of the Eastern Bloc spread to our country as well. The Cold War was over. The hardliners who had pushed for its development were stripped of power and the project was cancelled. The reformers, trying to cover up the existence of such a crazed project, ordered that all materials related to it be destroyed and that we stand trial for our actions. Jamie and Gillian were to be returned to their homeland.
Huh?
That's about the time that I learned that you, Gillian, that you were a CIA agent, and that you were trying to pass documents on our research to your military. The country had sold us out.
Oops.
I'm no politician. I couldn't care less about what happened to the country. All I cared about was my research and Jamie. And I was to lose all of that, everything. For someone so young, you cannot understand how great of a shock that was.
Elijah.
That is when I decided, I swore I would see that secret, crazed project through to the end. At the time, the biorobots were 80% finished. The main part, their endostructure, was essentially completed. But we still were having trouble with the artificial skin, the area that Jamie and I were assigned to. We called it artificial skin, but there was of course no need to duplicate T lymphocytes, Langerhans cells, or endocrine cells. All we needed was keratinized cells and melanocytes to provide the pigment. With the artificial protein development techniques that we had in those days, full-scale synthetic cell development was very difficult. Research like this took months, years. The original project called for us to simultaneously snatch an entire country, In other words, a whole nation, or an entire city had to be snatched over the course of one night. For that reason, a powerful biological agent, which could quickly and effectively kill the population of the country, was being simultaneously developed.
It's no 9.
Lucifer Alpha.
Ah, Lucifer Alpha.
That's right. A type RAO11 virus which another team was developing. For someone like myself, who was closely involved in the project, blowing up the lab was quite a simple task.
My God, Elijah, do you know what you're saying? That explosion killed half the world's population.
Yup.
I moved all the materials and records essential to the Bioroid project into the shelter, and executed my plan on June 6th. After sealing off the lab, I brought the two of you with me to the underground shelter, and we entered a cryogenic sleep. But not before I programmed an atmospheric research satellite to transmit a wake signal when the danger from Lucifer Alpha had passed.
And 10 years later, Lucifer Alpha naturally mutated into a non-toxic form.
But the automatic revival system failed to work.
Oh no, it worked. Just as planned. It revived me 10 years later.
Wait.
A little sooner than the two of you, of course.
But even though you sealed the lab with the explosion and everything, you should have been exposed. Why weren't you?
Oh, I was. But by that time, the vaccine L Angels had already been developed.
So everything went just as you planned it then?
Yes, up until that point. But my real struggle was yet to come. My original plan was to revive Jamie as well, and for the two of us to finish the development of the Bioroids. You, Gillian, you were to stay asleep forever. But I just couldn't bring myself to do it. Not after looking at Jamie's peaceful face there in the pod.
What?
Besides, I could never have convinced her to work with me on the project anyway. I knew the time was not yet right, so I changed the timers of your pods to permanent on.
How?
Huh.
How could you do such a thing?
Okay.
And so for the next 40 years, I worked alone in that cold and lonely room under the Kremlin, trying to complete the artificial skin for the Snatchers. For days and days, no one would visit me. I never saw the sun or felt the changing of the seasons. Still, I always had Jamie by my side. You were always there for me to talk to. Just you and I for 40 years in that dark cellar.
Oh, you poor, poor man.
Alright. What the hell?
And then, 3 years ago, my research was finally completed. First, I snatched the Siberian Special Investigative Forces to establish a transport route for the Snatchers. And then, to test the effect of large-scale snatch operations, I chose Neo-Kobe City to be my experimental sample.
How?
Neo-Kobe is cut off from the surrounding areas, a sort of miniature country in itself, making it a perfect test site. And since it's a melting pot of various races, it would also allow me to gather extensive data on Snatcher modification and operational techniques. In addition, the element of suspicion or mistrust, which runs deep in Japanese culture, was another reason I chose this site.
But your test revealed a critical flaw in your machine's artificial skin.
Fucking creepy.
Quite unexpected, I'm afraid. All my research for 40 years. I gathered data and worked day and night to find a solution, but nothing seemed to work.
So that's why you decided to bring Professor Modner here, right?
That's correct. I discovered my father in one of the government's hospitals. He was old, but still very sound of mind. Naturally, he would not cooperate with me.
Of course not. He'd never become involved in something like that.
So, unable to receive his assistance, I decided that I had to have yours. But a mistake on my part allowed both you and Gillian to be taken into custody by the authorities first.
Of course, that happened.
Just what are you trying to accomplish, Elijah? You must know you can never get Jamie back.
I'm only interested in discovering what I can of the human animal. In the past, It was because of Jamie. My motive is different now.
It sounds like you're just suffering from the wild arrogance that corrupts so many scientists.
Humans are such weak creatures. No matter how much they trust one another, the tiniest speck of suspicion can destroy it all.
Yup.
Look at how the Snatcher problem has caused such wild unrest. No matter how much science advances or how high we set our ideals, we eventually begin to suspect each other, to hate each other, and then to kill each other. The Snatchers are nothing more than a tool for bringing out this reaction. I am simply using the Snatchers to elicit the true nature of the human animal.
Yes.
I think this experiment has shown me the limits of human society. I sincerely doubt it will be able to reach any greater level of prosperity on its own. If human society ever hopes to reach greater heights, what is needed is an absolute leader, a firm ruler who isn't affected by these trivial episodes of mistrust.
You're crazy if you think people would ever obey Snatchers.
Of course they wouldn't. But if they don't know, they cannot object. There has been a time in every age that the people have longed for a god to lead them. As long as they give the people no reason to suspect them, then they can easily become their gods, indeed, a new race of super beings. We are almost there. Once we perfect the artificial skin, Snatchers will transcend man to become this planet's true human beings.
Hey, Skrillbro, how are you,
But
man?
you'll never get your perfect skin now. Professor Modner is dead.
I no longer have any use for my father. I have a sample of the new skin he developed. Once I've analyzed it, I'll be able to make as much as I need. Or if need be, we could simply culture the keratinized cells, epithelial cells, and melanocytes in the quantities that we need.
What are you talking about? How could you get a sample of perfected artificial skin?
Why don't you take a look at this?
Really? I've got a
I found
pattern?
this in the rubble of Queen's Hospital.
Oh! Random Hagile.
Random?
Oh, an acquaintance of yours?
He's a Snatcher?
That term isn't exactly accurate. This bioroid was constructed by my father without my knowledge. He modeled it after me in my youth. He built it right here in this facility. And not only that, he programmed it to destroy Snatchers. This bioroid caused me serious difficulties. It's designed and built far better than my Snatchers. The machine itself thought it was human. My father input memories for it all the way back to childhood. Those too were apparently mine. Haven't you yet realized? Random Hagile is Elijah Modner spelled backwards.
Yeah, of course.
Like my father, silly old man. He did virtually overnight what I could not do in 40 years of effort. Furthermore, he makes a bioroid so perfect, even the bioroid itself believes itself to be real. What's more, the cells of the skin he developed are self-replicating. Once in place, no further transplants or culturing is necessary.
Is he dead?
Its main and locomotive systems are completely shut down. It's just scrap now. But the artificial skin is being kept alive. This we need. With this, we can move to phase 2 of our plan of full-scale infiltration of the world's major nations.
The summit's already over. You'll never succeed.
What does the summit matter? Nothing holds us back now that we have this perfect skin. We can go anywhere we want, and there will be no way to tell us apart. I will have free control over the world. Nothing will be able to stop me. Politics and free thought will no longer have any meaning. My will alone will decide the course of human history.
What the hell?
You egomaniac. Do you think you can snatch the entire population?
There's a fully automated snatcher factory under the Kremlin. Even as we speak, scores of new snatchers are being born.
But no matter
Oops.
how hard you try, you won't be able to snatch the people's heart and soul. What do you hope to gain from this anyway?
Really?
Jamie, the human race is composed of fools. But I'm different. I will be its savior. Indeed, not just of mankind, but of all life on the planet.
The heart
I'm
and soul.
afraid that won't be possible.
Huh?
Metal!
In 10 minutes, this church will be struck by a phased particle beam. I am
What the
guiding
hell?
beam from the attack satellite using GPS and 15 navigational satellites. The beam cannot miss. Everything in a 2 to 3 kilometer radius from me will be destroyed.
Stop this foolishness now. I will not have my research destroyed by some souped-up pocket calculator.
Metal, what happened at the summit?
The delegates, worried about the Snatcher menace, voted unanimously to allow the use of nuclear weapons on the city. The military is presently imposing a quarantine on Neo Kobe.
What? Do they intend to kill everybody?
The populace is in a state of panic. However, they have agreed to lift the quarantine if this church is struck by the phased particle beam. This is our last chance.
Yep.
I'll handle things here. Gillian, Jamie, you two must flee.
You insignificant mass of metal. You'll never...
One move and I detonate. Gillian, run!
Metal, this is crazy!
We can't let a single snatcher get out of here. And this new artificial skin has to be destroyed as well.
I will not allow some talking scrap pile to get away with this. If you are the aiming point for the beam, then I'll just have you thrown out of here. Grab this little one and take him out of here.
Hey! Scarebro, thank you very much. Thank you for being my Patreon. Thank you for being my patron.
Metal!
What?
Cowardly little robot.
You always were a real pain in the butt.
Oh yeah, the demos. I know.
What's that?
Get Puyo Tetris, man. That game is really good. Random Agile.
How did... You're supposed to be deactivated.
I don't go down that easy, old man.
Stop this foolish...
Shut up! Let's try to make our final moments peaceful, shall we? And you Snatchers, you touch the little guy and the old man's head comes off!
Thank you.
Random! I've always hated being used. Why don't you watch the final act with me?
Gillian, you only have 5 minutes. The turbo cycle is just outside on standby. Use that to flee.
Let me go. I'm Elijah Modner. I'm your original.
I don't care if I'm an original or a copy or what. You and I are gonna die right here. If we both die, there won't be a copy anymore now, will there?
The stupid logic of a simpleton, of a machine.
Whatever it is, it's my will!
Machines
Yes.
have no will. Machines cannot sacrifice themselves.
We'll see about that.
You have 4 minutes. You must go. And don't forget to take
Move.
care of the factory under the Kremlin.
Stop!
Gillian, even if these memories in my head are fiction,
Yeah, I know what you mean. Our memories of our time together are all too real, Random.
Gillian, you become one hell of a junker.
Yes.
Gillian, it has been most recreational being your partner.
Oh, Metal!
If you can, try to pick up the pieces for me, okay? Like we did for Little John.
Little John? Oh! Okay, Metal.
Yes.
chase you too?
Yeah, this game went completely out of the park right now. It's insane amount of things.
Don't let her go. No.
You pathetic old fool. You don't even know how to love someone.
You stupid machine. What is that idiotic grin supposed to mean?
By snatching you, I'm finally gonna get my real self back.
What?
Random. There's less than 1 minute to go. Thanks to you, everything will be fine.
You don't owe me any thanks. Sorry to get you involved in such a big job. You did great. You're a hell of a junker.
3, 2, 1, here it comes!
Later, kid!
The hell? Ooh. What? What the fuck just happened?
So you're really going, aren't you?
It's our responsibility, too. Besides, if I go to Moscow, I may get some of my memory back. And if that happens, I'll be able to love you even more than I do now. Wait for me. I want to be with you, but first I've got to destroy this terrible factory of theirs. Jamie, when I get back, let's try living together again. What do you say?
We'll be waiting for you too.
Katrina!
Ho ho
Mika,
ho!
you're here too?
You better be happy, Buster, with all these beautiful women seeing you off.
I'm happy you came. Let me introduce my wife.
My wife. Oh yes. Yes.
I suppose it's a little odd introducing myself a second time, though.
What do you mean? You've never met them before, have you?
What are you talking about, Gillian? We're good friends.
Huh? Since when?
Yes.
It's the first time I've met her in person, but I've spoken with her on the video phone a lot of times.
What? Have you guys been talking about me behind my back?
But what are you saying, huh? Okay. Whatever happened there? A relationship has gone beyond just being friends. What the hell? Beyond just friends? Sounds pretty good to me. Maybe we should take this conversation, this negotiation to the bed. Dun dun dun. Oh, don't be stupid, Jillian. You have a warped mind sometimes, you know. Alright. Okay, let's talk to Katrina. I was telling Mika about how lonely it was being home alone all the time, and she told me that Jamie was always worried about me, so I gave her a video phone call. Alright. With even Alice gone, I was really lonely. Katrina. They are both so easy to talk to. It's like I've got two real sisters now. Okay. Let's look at Mika first. She's done a really great job. I owe her a lot of thanks. Don't worry, Mika. This is one job I won't mess up. I hope so. Okay, let's look at Katrina a second. This kid has such a rough time. She lost almost everything practically overnight. I just couldn't stand to leave such a cute kid all by herself. Oh really? I'm going to memorize every detail of Katrina's lovely face so that I don't forget it. Lovely face? You already saw her naked. You're going to memorize every detail of Katrina's body so that you don't forget it. Jillian, will you stop that? I feel like you're undressing me with your eyes, basically. Okay, let's look at Jamie. I'm really sorry for all the worry I have caused you. By the time I return, I probably have my memory back. Don't worry, I promise to make you happy. You might be a bit lonely for a while, but I'll be back soon. Hang in there. What do I do? What else do I do? Already looked at everyone. Okay, talk to Jamie. Okay. I don't care if you get your memory back. Ah, no, okay, this is Jamie. I don't care if you get your memory back or not. Why? Because getting your memory back will mean that you'll remember those things about me that you hated. Things that I hated? What are you talking about? Dealing with each other's imperfections is part of what being married is all about, Jamie. Oh, Jillian. Don't worry. No memories will change how I feel about you. Thank you, Jillian. It's good to hear you say that.
So have they finalized what they're going to do about Junker operations? I suppose this will end up being our last mission, huh?
Well, originally they were planning on disbanding the team, but now they've decided to keep us in business.
So that means...
That's right. We've been designated as one of the government's special police divisions. That puts us above the regular cops.
So the government has decided that crime by machines poses a bigger threat than crime by humans from here on out, huh?
They've chosen the new chief, too. So when you get back, you'll get to meet the new head honcho.
Well, it's comforting to know I've got a place I can come back to.
Okay. Have a safe trip, Second Lieutenant. Seed. I still think that last name is very weird. I'm a second lieutenant as well, so let's try to work well together when you get back. What? I'm a second lieutenant? How come my rank is even lower than what I had in the army, huh?
Whatever you do, just come home safe, okay?
When you get back from this job, you still have a dinner date to keep with me, you know.
Don't worry. I won't forget my promises to either of you. Oops.
What?
Oh, almost forgot. Of course, I want to spend some private moments with my wife, too, huh? What's wrong, Jamie?
Harry and I will be waiting for you to get home.
That's Harry's
Oh.
hat.
We can do it this time, Gillian. Not some fake couple like before, but with love and trust.
I know, Jamie.
Take care, Gillian.
I'll see you, Jamie.
Wait!
Oh.
Wait for me! Take
What?
me with you, please!
You? Metal?
What the hell?
Yes, sir! We didn't have a good frame to work with, so this is just a temporary body. Just call me Metal Gear, Sega CD for now.
So they found your memory chip in one piece, eh?
Random protected it from the blast of the beam.
Random, huh?
What?
Wait a second. I've heard that sneeze somewhere before.
Really? I didn't hear anything. Anyway, I want to know if you'll take me with you. Please, Gillian, please take me with you.
Hurry up and get on board, partner.
Yes, sir, Gillian.
What? A Sega CD? I was looking here to my Sega CD, and it is the same. Okay. So in the Sega Saturn version, it is a Saturn. And what about the PlayStation version? It is a PlayStation. What about the MSX? It is an MSX, but there are like 10,000 versions of an MSX. What the hell?
Throughout history, suspicion has always bred conflict. The real conflict, though, resides in people's hearts. This conflict has just begun.
Oh. Ah, we beat it. Nice. If I ever die, you're going to place my severed head on a Sega CD. It's very good. Very good game. It's a little bit short, but still it's very fun. I'm glad I finished it today. I'm so happy, man. First patron, finish it, Snatcher. This is so good. Feels very good. 10 out of 10. So Metal Gear was the short circuit movie robot already? What was the name of that robot? Like RT5? RT5 something? Short circuit was filmed in a town somewhat near to you. In the Oregon area? What was the name? What was the same town as the Goonies? Whoa, man, now I have to go there. Johnny 5, yeah, Johnny 5. Thank you, Skittle Bro. Johnny 5. Scott T. Hartz. Great job, man. I could not remember either. Johnny 5, yeah. Kindergarten Cop. Put the cookie down! No! Okay, Julian Seal, Jeff Lupetin. You can search it. Jeff Lupetin. Maybe he is the announcer from Hehe. H3. Metal Gear, Lucy Childs. Random Agile, Ray-Ban Steen. Jamie Sid, Susan Melee? Mika Slayton, Kimberly Harn. Katrina Gibson. Lynn Fusaner. Jeff Lupetin equal Ethan Klein? Oh, okay. Jim Parks. Ray Ban Steen. Jim Parks. Elijah Modnar. Stupid name. Ivan Rodriguez? It was written correctly in the game. Why did you just... Lisa, Lin Fusaner, Shinshu O, Ray-Ban Steen. Okay. Female employee, Lucy Childs. The narrator, Ray-Ban Steen. Okay, he did a lot of things. Lin Fusaner, telephone operator. Ramen guy, Ray-Ban Steen. Fortune teller, Susan Melee. What about this? What is this? Snatcher CD Romantic? What is that? Snatcher CD Romantic. I know about SD Snatcher, which is like the super deformated version of a Snatcher. and it was more like a comic game, like a comedy game, than a real version of Snatcher. But Snatcher CD romantic? I will check it out. I will check it out. Oh, it feels so good to finish a game, man. Produced by Konami Corporation Limited. Ah, I clicked on the link. Now it is going to open friggin' Firefox. Produced by Konami Corporation Limited. Okay. Oh, I feel so good. I feel so good finishing this game. Maybe it's a hentai version of a Snatcher? Really? An ecchi version. Does it make any sense? Doesn't make any sense. Crap. Okay, and that it is. It is the hentai version. Okay. Interesting things. Super uncensored. That is the version that I'm not going to play on Twitch because I don't want to be banned. Okay. This has been very interesting. I just press start. Is there any extra options or anything? It's been a long time since I heard that music. Nope. No extra options, no nothing. What is on the continue menu? Nothing? Okay. So we beat this game. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. A really good game. Really nice story. I thought that I don't know why, but I thought it has oppai and stuff. Oh really? Okay. You are searching about it? For what system was that version on? I can't, because this opened on stupid Firefox. Why did it open on Firefox? You're looking at a video on YouTube, and the video on YouTube is uncensored. PC Engine. That makes sense. And that system had a lot of things. So yeah, okay, PC Engine. Okay, very interesting. Let me try to close Firefox because it is completely stuck, completely frozen. Okay. Anyway, I think I'm going to leave it here, but because I am doing things backwards. The next game, I have already said that I wanted to play Phantasy Star 2 on stream. I think I'm going to do it. But my good friend here, hello Avi, how are you? Okay. I'm going to play Phantasy Star 2 next. However, my good friend does things backwards. I wipe before I poop. Really? Metal Gear voice in Japanese is awesome. Interesting. My good friend Skiller Bro here is my first Patreon patron, or whatever you say it. So, and he is one of he signed up for the biggest tier, which is the what were the titles that I wrote in? Crap, I don't remember. He is the I don't know. Anyway, he has the ability to select a game so that I can do a poll and determine which game is going to be played. But he is the only Patreon. Arales voice in Doctor Slump. What are you even saying? It's my Patreon patron. Okay, I don't know how to say patron. Anyway. However, he is the only supporter. It isn't supporter. It is higher than that. So he can choose the next game after Phantasy Star 2. And it goes straightly the Metal Gear voice actress. Oh, okay. Isarale. Interesting. Whatever game he chooses, it's going to be played by me. So, and well, there are some conditions. It has to be a game that I can play, so nothing like Overwatch or stuff that my computer doesn't run. And it has to be a game that I can. The Nichijou narrator. Oh, okay. It has to be a game that I can obtain. Campaigner. Yeah, correct. You're a campaigner. Yes, and also little asterisk. It has to be a game that I have not played yet, so it can't be Sonic 06 because I know who you are, Skittle Bro. Sonic 06, nor Sonic Boom. It has to be another game that I haven't played yet. I haven't played or beaten it yet. So yeah, you can choose anything. You can choose anything and I will play it just after. What about Dark Souls? I don't think Dark Souls runs on my computer. My computer is... I am using... You're calling me a troll? No, I'm not calling you a troll, but I know who you are. Anyway, my computer is an Asus laptop. Dark Souls is a steaming pile of horseshit. It's an Asus laptop. It is an Intel Core i5 6th generation. The problem is I have an NVIDIA GeForce 930M, so it is not good enough. So any of those games, pick Patreon cancelled. Go ahead, cancel it. Why are you canceling? You have to write whenever you cancel a Patreon, because I have done it. It always asks, why did you cancel your patronage? And then I'm going to know why. So yeah, that is what is going to happen. That is what's going to happen. So yes. Oh, I don't have an scene. I don't have a scene with camera. Anyway, whatever. So yeah. So, Skittle Bro, you can take your time until you select your next game, but you will want to not wait for longer, since I don't know, maybe someone will become my Patreon again. Who knows? Maybe you're going to be the only Patreon, and that will be okay with me, because I am honestly not playing this like let's get a lot of cash. No, there is no way I'm going to get a lot of cash. Oh crap! My nose. What? I should play something. I should play something small, or a short game, because you will run this stream. You will practically run this stream. When will the raffle be? Whenever I finish Phantasy Star 2. Whenever, well, not. Huh? This is a great idea. I have a great idea right now. You guys and your pink names. Yeah, everyone is pink. Well, Skittle Bro is like purplish of some sorts. Anyway, let me think about it, because I didn't think through this whole thing. Pink names wouldn't be a problem if Viruse didn't follow me to each stream. Okay, you earned your sky blue name. Yes, Avi, you're making people confused. Anyway, do you know what I was thinking? Maybe I should put some music. Put some music. Hold on. Where is it? Where is it? No, this is not the one. This is the one. Come on. Okay, let's put some music. Whatever. Okay, there you go. I was thinking the following thing. For this moment, yes, in this instant, I'm just telling a Squirrel Bro, you can select the next game after Phantasy Star 2. Yes? Afterwards, you can pick any game, however, it will be subject to a vote. Okay? Okay? Subject to a vote in the sense that I'm going to pit your game to another 2 games or 3 games, and my Patreon patrons, or whatever you say it, are going to select from that. And if you are the only one, well, of course you're going to vote for your game. Make sense? Does it make any sense? Anyway, I want to play a short game. Maybe some Iki? Maybe some Iki? This is too complicated. Pass. Really? Really, Avi? Okay, no problem. No problem. Worked for you? Ah, perfect. It's perfect. It's okay if you... as I said before, my plan is not to become like a millionaire from this thing. Okay, Viruse, take care. Oh wait, it is kind of late. I'm going to play some Iki, like 5 attempts, and then I'm going to bed too. Okay, I have my controller ready. Where is the emulator? I should change this already. You have to watch the new game episode? Oh yes. That's good for you. That's good for you. That you can watch newer anime. I cannot. Okay, window capture. What? Okay, FCUX. Let's put it here. Hastily. Okay. Hastily put together. Okay, I'm temporarily back. I don't know why it crashed. I don't know why it crashed. Please be sure to contact me via PM on Twitch or Tam on Twitter if you want to know or ask anything. What is that? I don't know. I don't know, and the freaking ninja is just like frozen there. I don't even have the timer set up. Hastily put together from my Patreon page. Oh, really? Ah, okay. Ah, yes, I just wrote that. Whoa, I have... This is weird. What the hell is wrong with that? With the farmer there? Why is it hitting? Why is it? What? Why? What? Jesus wrote it. Is it wrong? Is it wrongly written? Please be sure to contact me via PM on Twitch or Tam on Twitter if you want to know or ask anything. Is it? So my patronage is a penny more than Skittles. Huh? Wait. AP, please tell me where's my mistake? Honestly, I don't know. I don't know. I want to know. Why is the chat so big? Window capture. This is live split. Where did I write that you made a mistake? Ah, so you're tricking me. I was just trying to think of a question to ask you, Doofus. Ah, okay. And that is your question? Is that your question? If your patronage is a penny more than... Wait a minute. How is it going to be a penny more if a Skirobro has the bigger thing? The bigger tier. Is it tier? No, I'm not drunk. I'm just very confused about this whole situation. Oh crap. Please plug in friggin' keyboard. There we go. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Oh really? Ah, okay. Thank you, AV. Thank you very much for your patronage. I do hope it is satisfactory. Okay, it's updating. I didn't know that you were able to just write anything on Patreon, like not just the tier numbers, but also a random amount. I didn't know that. Okay. Okay, I'm ready. The record is 423 by Biduze. Guess I'm not going to get that record anymore. But anyway, let's try it out. Just 5 attempts. What if I get the world record? That will be pretty funny. This freaking ninja. Okay. Ooh. Thank you, Ify. Thank you very much. Ah, crap! I forgot to split. So after Skittlebro selects his game, you will be able to pick any game. Though I think I know which game. Ah, crap! Which game you're going to pick? Ah, too high. Okay, escape the... It's so that I can control... Oh, really? Okay. Now I know your intentions. Now I know what are you intending to do. Ah, fuck. How did I die there? Squirrel with the sad face. Okay, I need this ovake on my head. Not to die too many times. Why? I might only own 49% of Tam, but I own the good parts. Okay. And okay, that was a phrase. That was a phrase spoken by someone. Written by someone, actually. Okay, escape. Yes. Okay, that was close. Wow, okay. That's a green one. Really, I just set up that Patreon page like this, like 1 hour ago. I tried to write the description and all the stuff, like this game is making your ears bleed. I'm sorry. 10 out of 10. This is one of the worst games ever, according to the Japanese press. And I do have the game. Oh crap! I am playing it on an emulator, but I do have the card. Ah, this freaking old lady. Smooching me out. Ah, get out! Old lady on screen. Ah, shit. Okay, that was a huge mistake. No, not the old lady again. Ah, this run is dead. You have to put up with the music. The only way to become a proper farmer commando. Listening to this awful music. Okay, this run is freaking dead. Might as well try to complete it. I forgot the nave. It's not the nave, please. The daikon. I forgot the daikon. You and your tentacles. You and your tentacles. Ah, did you, AP? Did you find out the name of the guy in Hyperdimension Neptunia or Mega Dimension Neptunia? That game that you were watching. That guy that you liked. That you were like entranced by the guy. Me? You're the one who likes them. Ah, you're putting words in my mouth. The eye patch dude. Nope. Ah, that's sad. Eye patch dude. That's such a descript name. Okay. Third to last attempt. I'm the like. I actually don't like. I actually don't like. This run is dead. Reset. I actually don't like tentacles and the such. They are like. Nope. Big nope for me. Like, I don't feel anything special about it. It doesn't knock my socks off or something. I'm just using that phrase. And I hate it. Knock your socks off. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I'm behind. This stage is going to be the same thing. Especially with these ninjas over here. With the... No, not the old lady. Smooching me off. Get out. Thank you, Red Ninja. Thank you very much. Oh, come on, this run is dead. No. Ugh, I hate it. The amount of randomness on this game is crazy. Okay, and I'm moving the other way. Okay, last attempt before I go to sleep. Ooh, that was close. Okay, it's good. Ooh. So about Twitch affiliate or whatever. It will be nice, but I think they are going to do the same thing they did. They are going to leave me in the dark. So whatever. I'm going to do it. I'm going to keep on streaming for 30 days straight, at least 1 or 2 hours. And let's see. I'm going to guess they are going to say the same thing, that I am ineligible or non-eligible. And I kind of understand them, since there are so many restrictions with my country and stuff. No, again. Okay, that was cool. Okay, I didn't lose too many time. Too much time. Much. Time is much. Even if it is numbers, time is much. Do you not have concurrent viewers? Yes, I had. During my long month run, I had minimum viewership of each stream was like 4 viewers or 3 viewers. So I don't understand. I honestly don't understand why. I did have everything. I streamed upwards of 50 hours. 50 hours on the month. And minimum concurrent viewers were like 3 or 4. I don't know. I don't get it. Anyway, AV, Skiller Bro, thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. All my gratitude to you, my first 2 Patreons. And I do hope that my stream is fun enough for you, good enough for you. I am open to all suggestions, to all ideas that you might have. So, and you're very special for me. Thank you very much. And I will be waiting for your game, Skiller Bro, and your game, AV, so that I can know what I am going to face. Either way, just write it down whenever you want to. Whenever I'm streaming or anything. You suggest more boobs? Me too. Okay. And they be like, oh, okay. Okay, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for being here, and hope to see you tomorrow when I'm going to start with Phantasy Star 2 for the Genesis. Bye bye, take care. And let's get right into the ending scene. Bye.